Hi, my name is Valerie Mercado, and welcome to Everything Central Coast. All right, everyone, so welcome back. I'm so happy to be back with you, and even more happy to have Mike Frey as my first guest. Yay, as he should be.
Thank you.
You've been part of Noble Productions in Central Coast now.
I'm honored.
Since the beginning of time. So having the ability to come back and do my first interview, it was a no-brainer that Mike Frey was the person, and more so because obviously we're sitting in Harry's Nightclub and Beach Bar, which is now open, and you have to tell us more about that. How long have you been open now?
Okay, Val, yeah, so Harry's is back, and we have been open. We reopened the first week of May.
Okay.
And so we've got 1 month under our belt.
Nice.
It happened to work out where we got 5 weekends out of it.
Perfect.
So that was
perfect.
That was nice, and you
guys are just moving and grooving.
We're moving and grooving as best we can. We're open Thursday through Sundays.
Okay, that's different.
It is, and really it's due to that's the amount of staff that we can muster up.
Right.
Between the seasoned veterans. We got virtually all of our seasoned veterans back.
Which is fantastic. Love all of them.
Yes,
they're amazing.
So fortunate to have our seasoned
you really
veterans back, and then we've got some new people, and we need more new people.
Right.
We're still hiring.
Still hiring.
Still hiring.
All right. So be sure to share that with your friends and anybody else you know. So you guys are hiring for doormen, servers.
Yes, we're hiring for doormen. We're hiring for servers. We're even considering hiring somebody for the T-shirt shop next door.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
so
there's work available.
Work available, and that still tends to be, and just kind of knowing the community here, a struggle for hospitality and getting staff still to come back. And for you, I would say you are very fortunate to have your senior staff and your vets come back, because a lot of that has gone away through COVID and just all the struggles and challenges.
Well, some people have taken the opportunity to move out of state,
right.
Where the cost of living isn't so high, and other people have moved on to other jobs.
Right.
But we're very fortunate to have the vast majority of our veteran staff back here.
Definitely, and they got to be happy to be back.
And we've got some great new people that we hired along the way.
Nice.
And some of them we only met very recently, so we're just thrilled.
Taking applications right now. Now, one of the things I definitely want to get into chatting more about is, for those of you that have not had the opportunity to come into Harry's yet to see the new look and feel. It's amazing from, all the new tables. Obviously, this is all new.
The booths
beautiful
are new.
Artwork.
Yeah.
I mean, the floors, everything.
Artwork courtesy of Amy Joseph, Central Coast Pictures.
Beautiful job. Absolutely beautiful job. And I know you work closely with, Amy, all the contractors. And I mean, Mike was always making trips here to kind of make sure things were moving along. So if you want to talk a little bit more about that and what your favorite upgrades are here.
Well, gosh, the thing is, what I tell people, for the folks that haven't been to the Harry's since we reopened, what I tell them is that everything is pretty much in the same place that it ever was.
Right.
But also, everything that you can see or touch in this place is new, and so that's pretty.
That's extensive.
Pretty comprehensive upgrades here for Harry's. I would say if I had to pick out one single thing that is my favorite upgrade, it's the bar itself. The actual bar, the craftsmanship of the woodworking, the effort that our woodworker put into the thing is just amazing.
Really beautiful.
It's
the lighting in there now.
The LED light work.
It's come a long way. I remember walking in here and just this whole place was just torn apart. And I'm like,
it looked like a bomb went in.
Is Harry's ever going to come back?
It was hard to visualize that it would ever, look right.
Exactly. It really was. And initially, so was that the initial plan? Like, because I know when we talked initially, it was kind of like, okay, well, we're going to redo some of this, and then every time I talked to Mike, it was like, okay, well, now we're going to redo this, and now we're going to redo that, and
You know, and so, yeah, I mean, the initial plan was, because none of us had ever been through a pandemic or
ever thought we would.
Right, or even contemplated it, right? It was, pandemics were something that occurred 100 years in the past, so we didn't know, you know, how big a deal it was and how long it would take to get through it. So we just said, you know what, we already had plans on the drawing board to redo the stage even before there was a pandemic.
Right.
And so we started with the stage.
Yep.
And so we, you know, knocked that out in a couple of months, and
then it was like, what's next?
And the pandemic was still on, and so we said, well, let's do the bar, and so we started on doing the bar. And once we started doing that, and you started opening up walls and water lines,
right? I'm sure you started uncovering more things,
that presented themselves as needing to be updated as well. And so we just kept going, and even when remember the tier system, the orange tier, and the red tier,
we all remember that,
and the yellow tier,
yes.
And then Mike's tiers for not being open. You know.
Well, you never opened, so I think, you know, unlike a lot of other bars, you know, Harry's, even though these tiers were happening and like you had the ability at times to open, you always stayed true to. And you told me, Valerie, I'm not going to open while any of this is still happening, or if my staff has to wear masks, or, you know, it just wouldn't give you that right feel of coming into a bar.
So we just kept fixing it up, and we didn't want to be part of the problem. We wanted to be part of the solution. And so our solution was to improve the bar, make the upgrades. We ended up with new flooring everywhere, even the dance floor, which looks new.
Yeah, it does. But I know it's not.
But it's not. The dance floor is old, but we just peeled back the layers and sanded down the layers,
great.
So we have this beautiful hardwood floor that it
looks great.
It looks amazing.
But people would think it's new. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you would think that.
But that's just it. Like, there's so many upgrades here within the bar. It's amazing. But you kept the footprint. Like, you know, like Mike said, like everything stayed in place, because I know some people are like, oh, you know, it's going to be too different. And it's beautiful, you know, and the artwork on the walls just pop.
Yep.
I mean, on that black backdrop, it's amazing. I think it's gorgeous.
Well, Amy does amazing artwork, and we just gave her basically the canvas to display some of her artwork.
And I love that you have other businesses displayed in here. And, you know, Mike, you've always done a great job at that, and like co-promoting everybody around here, you know, because like your theory has always been, anybody that's coming to Pismo Beach, you don't care where you're going, or they're going to pass through and they're going to see, or they're coming to Harry's at some point.
Well, that's right. You know, you're right. And my philosophy has always been that you know, anything that puts people's feet on the ground in Pismo Beach is good for Pismo Beach, and it's good for Harry's. And so, we don't mind having pictures of Moe's Barbecue across the street, or Giuseppe's down the block, or the Oyster Loft.
Awesome.
You know, all these various places. I wish I had more walls to display.
To put everybody.
To put everybody. And maybe we'll get some more pictures made and change them out once in a while. But
it's great. It's beautiful.
These are. You can say that the artwork represents a few of my favorite things about Pismo Beach.
I kind of thought that. I know some of these restaurants quite well. So no, it's amazing. And so down the road here, you know, do we have anything else that we can be looking forward to, I guess, at Harry's? I mean, obviously, you know, being open Thursday through Sunday currently, I know some people are still hopeful that you're going to be open more than that. But, you know, again, down the road, what can we kind of look forward to? Well, and we hope to be open, you know, more days a week also. But right now we're open from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. So that's 16 hours. That's 2 shifts a day. And for those 4 days a week, I basically need to hire 2 more shifts worth of people in order to be open
the rest of the time.
Makes sense.
And so, we would be thankful to, at this point, to hire a handful of more people,
right.
much less, 2 shifts.
We just got to get there.
But there are some more improvements coming.
Okay.
We're still working on the lighting a little bit, believe it or not, with all the great lighting that we've got in here already. We're working on some more intimate lighting for around the dance floor.
Okay.
And so we're working on that. And we've also got a frozen drink machine that
I've been asking about that frozen drink machine.
Yeah,
I'm like, I know you got something back there, Mike.
That's right. That's right. We have something back there, and we did a little R&D trip to New Orleans here recently.
Nice.
To help help us get an idea of what exactly we wanted to see coming out of our frozen drink machine, and so we're still working on that.
Gotta love that research and development.
That's right. Especially in New Orleans.
Right. So it's just a few more things you can look forward to down the road here, but once those become available, you will hear them first. Right, Mike?
That's right.
You're going to keep everybody informed.
That's right. We'll keep you in the loop.
And love it. Like, this place is great. Now, you still have the swag. I mean, if you don't have Harry's swag, they have like the coolest swag ever. And that's the shop you have right next door to Harry's.
Right next door at their t-shirt shop,
So they've got t-shirts, hats, they have ball caps, they've got
shot glasses, coffee mugs,
everything,
lighters,
everything.
Yeah.
You can definitely find something for anyone there. So you can always take a piece of Harry's back with you if you're coming to visit, right?
Yep, that's
and
right.
we want you to.
That's what
we
we're
want to take a piece of Pismo Beach back. It's got to be Harry's.
That's what we hope for.
So I want to mention karaoke, which is on Thursdays, because that's something my boyfriend completely loves and raves about. And so when we came out, we had a great time. I don't know, he sang like 4 or 5 songs, and it was pretty busy in here, but we want some karaoke talent, people. Like, get on out here. Harry's is back. I don't know that everybody fully knows that yet, especially here on the Central Coast, because I know there's a lot of karaoke followers and people that are so dedicated to it that they literally go to all of the places that have karaoke.
Sure.
But it's legit.
Karaoke is back at Harry's. We've got Kevin Navoa with Front Row Karaoke here on Thursday nights. We moved up the time schedule a little bit. We're starting karaoke at 8 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock like it used to be. And we've had a good reception so far, but there's still some karaoke people out there that I haven't seen yet.
Me
we want to see you over here doing your thing at Harry's.
We want to hear it. So anything else we want to let our viewers and listeners know? Harry's downtown Pismo Beach. If you don't know about Harry's in downtown Pismo Beach, then you got to get here absolutely. And it's usually pretty busy on the weekend, though.
It is usually pretty busy on the weekends, but Fridays and Saturdays are busier than Thursdays and Sundays. And we've got I do want to mention our new pool tables.
Yes.
We've got some really cool looking new pool tables that they've got LED lights incorporated, and they're level when you hit,
and they're orange.
They kind of pop.
They totally pop. They're beautiful.
They kind of pop.
They're beautiful.
Yep.
Well, Mike, you have done an amazing job here, and I'm so glad that you were able to do an interview with me today.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to many, many more, and no more pandemics, no more closing down, because then what are you going to upgrade if you have to close down again? Don't even answer that question.
Yeah, I don't.
He'd probably find something. Then he'd start on the hotel, probably.
Nothing left to upgrade around here. Right.
Which, keep in mind, I also want to mention the Pismo Beach Hotel, which is pretty much right next door. So if you're going to come to Pismo Beach, you can do a stay there at the Pismo Beach Hotel. You can walk over to Harry's, not crawl. I didn't say crawl. You can walk over to Harry's.
You can walk here, you can crawl home.
Well, yeah. I was going to say that, but we don't want to insinuate you're going to get drunk. But lots of good times here. I know I've had lots of good times, many, 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 many great times here. So
thank you, Valerie.
We also have. This is how we met.
That's right.
Right here.
That's right.
Harry's. All right, well, thanks again. And unless you have anything else to add, we are going to sign off.
See you soon.
Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining us with Everything Central Coast. We'll see you next time.